Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beyond the Truck Podcast. Jerry Curl. You guessed it, coming at you again today. Thank you for pouring into our show. Thank you for believing. Thank you for helping grow our channel, our vision, our mission in the industry. Thank you for all of you that were on our meeting last night for Accelerate. I want to tell you what an honor that was as well. I believe that was our third nightly meeting, Monday night meeting. And what an opportunity we had to dive into the greatness of people that want to really accelerate life, do the great things. And I want to remind you today, I'm going to bring you at something that's been on my mind. And I bring you these shows. They're not AI. They're not scripted. They're not notes. If you watch me on YouTube, you see me fumbling around, holding books, being real. This isn't fake stuff. This isn't a bunch of notes, and I'm not reading from TVs and screens around me. Although I might sometimes for notes when I really want to dial and make sure I don't miss nothing for you. But I want to say, for all of you that joined Accelerate, thank you for joining. And last night's meeting was a bomb. And for all of you, I want you to know one thing. We are diving into a book called Thrive from Gina Anderson, Luma Learning. I want to turn around and grab the book. Because this book, if you're watching on YouTube, you need to order this book. Email me at thrive@beyondthetruck.com and I will send you the book. This book will change the way you live, the way you operate. Thank you, Gina. Love you. You're my friend. You're my partner. You're everything. This is great. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Luma Learning right now. Because if you're not part of Luma, I'm gonna ask you why not. You need to be. It's a great platform for industry, for everything. Reach out to that team of Luma Learning, or reach out to me at thrive@beyondthetruck.com or bobby@beyondthetruck.com. We will get you hooked up with them and that book, Thrive. We are diving into that book. I call that a master class for professionals. If you want to be part of a professional organization, accelerate in life, becoming the best version of you, increasing your health, increasing being a better father, a better husband, a better leader. You want to become a leader. You just want to become a better version of you. That's what Accelerate's about. You, your community, private community only. Isn't this a bunch of stuff that you're going to see and read from Instagram, Facebook? This is where the professionals and high achievers are going to the next level. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. It doesn't matter what position you're in. You will achieve higher. And we're diving into this book, and we did chapter 1 last night. And we're going to take a chapter a week. That's just the first book. We're just getting started. It's amazing. Love you, Gina. Thank you for the books. Everyone in that group so far got a book. Now, I won't promise you if this thing grows up 500, hey, we'll have to get with Gina and help us out here. But I guarantee you, I will give you as many books as I got that she gave me from an event we had a couple years ago that I had left over. And I'll even buy them. They got a journal and they got a book. And we dove into one. And last night's meeting was impactful. We got deep. And boy, we grew last night. Congratulations. If you want to know more about Accelerate, please get in to the show notes and click the link on Linktree. It's in there. It's on Linktree. All of our stuff's on Linktree in the show notes. But today I'm coming at you because I want you to look where you're at. You're moving down the road, or you moved down the road, you're relocated somewhere today. You're not the same place as you were. But sometimes in our life, we look at it differently. Where are you at in life? Are you the same place you were a year ago, 2 years ago, a week ago, yesterday? You know, if we find ourselves in the same place at life, in the same proximity, people, our circle, our emotional state, our physical state, it isn't the room, it isn't the group's fault, it isn't the doctor's fault, it isn't our health's fault. It's our fault. Why haven't we moved? And I tell you that because I always tell you how powerful your proximity is. I had the honor of meeting Gina in Miami a couple years ago. And since then, that relationship has nurtured to this wonderful, wonderful relationship that I've got to know her team, her husband, her. I'm talking, you will never know unless you have the courage to speak up. And that's how we met. I had the courage to speak up, she said. Well, I've been accused before of being intense. And, it could be true, although it probably is true. I can be very passionate about an industry and people that I care very much about because I can't stand to watch them not be the best version of themselves or reach the life and the achievements that are so achievable for them because somebody else put the beliefs in their mind that says they can't do it. But I've met so many great people in this industry that have done it. And when I get to work alongside people that are achieving that, it is like a drug to me. It's fuel to me. It's my passion that I want to do more. And then when I see the people that are stuck there, that the only one that got the blame is themselves. And I'm sorry you're going to be mad at me for saying that, but it's true. I get upset. I get passionate. I really don't get upset. I get fired up because I want to try to build a fire in you. It hurts. And then when I sit across the table from professionals that say, Jerry, I just lost all hope. When we lose hope, we lose a lot. We lose life. I want you to think about that. When we lose hope, we lose life. Hope. Help one person every day. Hope. I hope you never lose that will. You have to maintain that will, that courage. And I talk to you about getting it into circles and rooms and around people where you're uncomfortable. Yeah. Put yourself where you're not the smartest one in the room. That's where I will go. I will seek that greatness because they were average people too that chose to do extraordinary things, just like me. I had the courage to move on, to start this. I got a great job, but I want to make something impactful that I was able to do to fulfill my lifelong dream or my lifelong mission, the gift that God put in my heart and in my mind and in my body that helps people. And when you help people, you help yourself. And when you help people and you see them grow, you grow yourself. Remember, the words that are planted in a soul can never be taken back. They will either nurture the soil or poison it. Think about that crop. How abundant will your crop be by just nurturing it? They say talk to your plants. I have no idea. I don't green thumb, but I know one thing. I never heard anybody say it didn't work. You only heard people say it does work. So I'm not going to try to discredit it. I'm not going to go to ChatGPT and try to ask for any information. But it's true that words nurture your soul, don't they? And thank you for letting these words nurture your soul and your body and your mind and your heart. Because I'm going to remind you, your heart and your mind, your brain are connected together, just like everything else in your body. And that takes me to another book, another room that I was in with Coach Elizondo, Crush It Formula. Prioritizing courage. I call it the courage loop. Courage, competence, and confidence loop. And it's so important because when we have the courage to tackle things, we have the courage to do things in life that we felt that we never would be able to do. And if you can look at this book, if you're looking at it, look at all the tabs in this book. I tab every book. Now, you don't see it on this one because this is my special one. She wrote me a note on the cover. And I don't ever give you a book without a cover. But the one at home, I guarantee you, is full of tabs and highlighters. This one just happened to have one highlighted. Courage. That's your starting point. It's taking action despite fear, doubt, or uncertainty. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone without knowing the outcome. Do you know your outcome today? Do you know the outcome tomorrow? No. It takes courage to even move forward to go down the road today. But you do it so often, you don't realize that. It takes the courage to do the things that ordinary people would not do. It takes courage to step and face fear, doubt, and uncertainty head on, just like you do every day. Courage. If we don't have courage, we don't have a lot of things in life. We have to sustain that courage, like speaking up. It says it in the book. Taking charge of our own health. Because you know that courage, as we gain courage, you gain competence. Gaining skills through experience. When you take courageous action, you gain experience and learn new skills. Competence grows as you make mistakes and adapt and improve. Just like you learn to drive a professional truck, right? Down the road. You didn't know how to back up when you first got in the wheel. You practice it. And you practiced it. And you practiced it. And now you got better at it. Now you drove 1,000,000 miles, or maybe 5 or 6. Maybe you're a Ron Baird and you drove 8.2 million miles over 63 years. 1 mile at a time. Competence. It never stops. It always grows and nurtures you inside. And then finally, it builds that confidence that we're looking for. The belief in your abilities. Belief. We often say you have to see it to believe it. That's backwards. We have to believe it to see it. You will never achieve things in your mind and in life unless you believe them in your mind first. You believe to see. You believe your dream. I believe this will change the industry. I see it. I already see it firsthand. It's just a magnitude of what scale it'll happen. It says it on my mirror. I am made for more. My affirmation statement, I am. What am I doing? Changing the world one person at a time. I watched last night more than one. Confidence. As your competence grows, you naturally develop confidence in your abilities. Confidence makes it easier to take on new challenges and less fear. Confidence fuels more courage to take bigger steps. More courageous action leads to greater competence. Increased competence strengthens confidence, reinforcing the cycle. I'm going to say that again. Confidence fuels more courage to take bigger steps. More courageous action leads to greater competence. Increased competence strengthens confidence, reinforcing the cycle. Thank you, Coach Elizondo. I'm here to tell you, people, we are made for greatness. You were made to do great things. You were built by God to succeed at a very high level. He didn't make any mistakes when he made each and every one of us. He knew we would have shortcomings. He knew we would have flaws. It's our job to build the courage to move on and not be anchored in life of our previous shortcomings. Because as we grow every day, our competence grows and our confidence grows. And we become stronger and wiser. And we become better leaders of our own life. And I'm going to remind you, we have one major opportunity today and obligation today for this industry ahead and this world and our future loved ones. And that is to nurture them and help them grow into better individuals. If we want a better industry, we have to construct it. If we want to sit back, we will be handed an industry that's been handed and crafted by us. I should say that a different way. If we sit back, we will be handed an industry that has not been crafted by us. Or we can step boldly, step forward, and we can craft an industry. We can change the industry because we're going to get an outcome in this industry if we like it or not. One handed to us, or we're going to construct and build it ourselves. And if we want to construct and build it ourselves, we better start getting better at what we're doing today, each and every single one of us. And we better start nurturing the next generation. Otherwise, all the hard work we're doing is for nothing. So I'm going to remind you, when I ask you to reach out to somebody and make their day and improve their day and tell them you love and appreciate them, you're planting seeds for the future. When I'm asking you to do the same for yourself, I'm asking you to do for the present right now so you can sustain the greatness in this industry and be part of that change. So let's not sit back and let somebody hand us an industry that we're not proud of. Let us be part of that change to be the industry we're proud of. That's our message today. From our team at Thrive and Beyond the Truck, we love and appreciate you. And if you want to be part of one of them leading individuals, professionals, click on the link tree and check out Accelerate. And don't be afraid. It's made just for you. We love and appreciate every single one of you. Be great, be safe.